Russia continues its invasion. Day 4 of Russia's invasion witnessed missile attacks on residential buildings, tanks running over civilian cars, and continuous shellings. The attacks have claimed a total of 198 civilian lives. But the crisis is going to deepen as Russian army has been ordered to step up their offensive from all the directions after Kyiv refused to hold talks in Belarus. After a missile crashed at the residential building in Kyiv, the Russian government clarified, saying it was a failure of the missile guidance system. Putin claimed that advancement of military forces in Ukraine was suspended, but it was resumed today after Ukrainian leadership refused to negotiate. After speculations that Ukraine president has fled Kyiv, Zelenskyy has repeatedly come on camera to prove his continuous presence in the city. The Ukrainian president has called for a decision on its EU membership on an urgent basis.
We are here to protect Ukraine, and the Russian position is about a little bit more than 2 kilometers from here. In the Kyiv, the Putin will meet hell, and the Russian people and the Russian soldiers who come here to kill Ukrainians will pay the big price. And definitely, this is our soil. This is our country. This is our people. And Putin has nothing to do here. Get out from Ukraine, Mr. Putin.
As Russia's invasion in Ukraine continues, roads between Kyiv and Dnipro witness massive traffic jam. India Today's Gaurav Sawant is bringing you this ground report from one such military checkpost. Take a look.
En route Kyiv, we are at a military checkpoint, it appears, and there is a jam. There are some military vehicles, there are a lot of civilian vehicles, and this is the uncertainty of moving even on a highway right now. We don't know what happens next. We have absolutely no idea what happens next, because in one place we were shot at another place we were stopped, asked for our credentials, our I-card, and fortunately our passport. But fortunately, since we had Elena with us, that helped us negotiate that checkpoint. But it remains to be seen what happens beyond Dnipro, because Elena is going only up to Dnipro. So it is likely to be a long and an arduous journey back to Kyiv.
Ukraine is giving a valiant fight to the heavily armed Russian forces. The Ukrainian president has refused to lay down arms despite being outnumbered by the Russians. It's a David versus Goliath war. Russian forces are far more superior, their weapons are most advanced, but Ukrainians have been successful in defending the capital city so far. Here is all that you need to know.
Ukraine, a country under siege, much smaller than the invading force. Ukraine is showing remarkable resilience in the face of a catastrophic attack on its nationality, and it's showing from the very bottom. This Ukrainian man is locked in a dramatic face-off with a convoy of heavily armed Russian military vehicles. Mesmerizing images of the tank man standing his ground in the face of an extreme threat to his life. An image, as you can imagine, that has gone immediately and massively viral. Invoking immortal images of the 1989 Chinese Tiananmen Square face-off, when a lone civilian stared down a column of tanks during violent suppression of pro-democracy protests. The invasion of Kyiv, Ukraine's capital, by a powerful, nuclear-armed and expansionist neighbor. Ukraine facing Armageddon, outgunned, outmanned, but far from outmaneuvered. Ukrainian MP Kira Rudik is herself picking up an automatic weapon, arming herself and pledging to fight for her motherland till the very end.
This is the first time I ever picked any weapon.
What did you do with the weapon? Are you training to use that weapon right now? You've put out this picture which has inspired a lot of people. What did you do with the weapon? Are you training how to use it now?
Yes, I'm training along with my troop. We are training to be able to use it and to protect ourselves against Russian soldiers.
Russians didn't capture a single major city in Ukraine.
Another member of parliament from Ukraine told India Today that her aging father in his 70s is also picking up a rifle.
Blitzkrieg has failed. Just an hour ago, I talked to my dad, and he's getting ready to join the territorial defense. So people are standing in line to join, unlike Russians who are just trying to get out of this. So this is a very different situation for the Ukrainian and Russian army.
Audio of a dramatic standoff between Ukrainian forces on a last stand guarding the Snake Island and Russian troops has also emerged as a tale of last stand bravery. Replying to the Russian warship which tells them to surrender, the defiant and brave Ukrainians are heard saying, "Go yourself." Even ordinary citizens are arming themselves to take on the invading force. As air raid sirens ring through the skies, Ukrainians are calm and queuing up at military recruitment centers.
Всім доброго ранку, українці.
Led by their resilient president, who refuses to abandon the capital Kyiv, Ukraine claims it has killed over 1,000 Russian soldiers and downed numerous Russian jets and choppers. The fog of war means none of these claims can yet be corroborated. It's an unequal fight between a David and a Goliath, but Ukraine is ready for its last stand against a military behemoth. And these images of heroism, grit, patriotism and pride are lasting testimony. With Gaurav Sawant in Ukraine, Bureau Report, India Today.